Yes! Oh my! What's up, people? Today's going to be extremely sick because it's going to be full of hardtail mountain bike riding. So this is my dream mountain bike, Hardtail. I built this probably 8 months ago, and if you're new to the channel in the last 3-4 months, you won't have ever seen this bike because it hasn't been ridden since last year, and it is the most all-time bike build I've ever done, and today I'm going to upgrade it and I'm going to ride it. This is the San Quentin 3, a hardtail frame with a super slack head angle. I've got a 150mm fork on there, and it's got this crazy galaxy paintwork. It's sick. It's got these limited edition Cane Creek titanium cranks that match the bike. It's got petrol style cassette with electric gears. Listen to these go. Bluetooth gears. It's sick. I've even got a loam lever that matches my beanie 8 months on. Sick. Very sick. So the reason I can't ride it straight away, obviously it doesn't have pedals, but the brakes haven't been ridden in ages and they literally pull to the handlebars, which is a good excuse to go to the bike shop, Brink, and buy new brakes. I could have just bled them, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these brakes away and replace them. Better for you guys, I'm happy too. So let's go and choose some new bike parts. So today I'm riding the coolest hardtail I've ever ridden on some sick loam tracks. So it makes perfect sense to drive the GT3, which is the most ultimate coolest car that I've ever owned.
Oh my god!
We got to 65. We're just brake shopping today. XTR. That's made the dream bike a lot more dreamy, hasn't it? I think brakes might have been the only thing holding that bike back. A few people always commented that. Look how nice they're going to look. They'll match everything. They'll go with everything. Cooling, heat dissipating pads. Is that going to be the best for the bike, Steve? For like a aggressive hardtail?
Yeah, best bike ever.
You don't need downhill brakes, do you?
After World Cup riders usually using their downhill bikes anyway.
On downhill bikes?
Yeah, it's so powerful.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm pretty sure there's some using them.
Stoked. We're back at my unit now where I'm going to fit all of the many upgrades, and this is one of the lights I've ordered for this room. So it's a 100-watt LED for like great big massive Amazon warehouses. So 2 of those in here will turn this place from a dark dingy dungeon into a tanning salon. So I got, you don't have to watch me put all the stuff on, I'll just show you. I've got brand new Gusset S2 pedals to go on this. They're just black, but they look sick. Stealth, because there's a lot of colour going on around here. That'll match the oval chainring. That's sick, we'll throw them on. I've also got new grips. I'm really keen to try these out. Gusset S2 lock-on grips. And I asked them to add on some of these petrol collars to match basically everything. All of the stees. And they feel insanely comfy. So I'm excited about that, very excited. Also, obviously you've seen the brakes. I'm waiting on the Continental tyres to arrive for this bike, which is sick because when they arrive, I'm gonna try out this for the first time, Cushcore, which is basically a great big foam band. Doesn't look like much, but that is a tyre insert that goes inside your tyre and on your rim. Protects the rim from massive strikes, but also means you can run way less air pressure. That almost gives you support, so you get unbeatable grip. And I think on a hardtail, there's no better bike to try this out than on a hardtail. So I can run a softer rear tyre, and what that means is it's gonna feel less like a hardtail, but with all the attributes of a hardtail. Anyway, I'm gonna throw all of those parts on right now, and the next shot, we're gonna be at the loam tracks ready to drop in. Let's do it. Yes, dude! Yes! Oh. We're at the drift tracks with all my new bling, and Daryl Brown's here.
Oh, hello.
This is a kind of a secret location, but it's not too far from where I was at Brink Bike Shop. So if you go in there and have a coffee, they'll probably tell you where I am. But it's littered with the sickest, mulchiest, loamiest downhill tracks that have all been cut in by hand. We're going to absolutely slay them, and I'm back on a hardtail. It's going to be good. Let's do it, Daryl. Oh, the hardtail was the new bit!
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Good, isn't it? hardtail feels the dream, and it's sick because loam is soft dirt and it kind of makes up the difference between that and a trail bike with full suspension. Now we're going to try and absolutely blow up this corner. We found a good one with like a nice pocket of dry stuff on the outside, so Daryl's going to demonstrate. Go on, Daryl! Have it! Oh! Let's see if the hardtail can compete with that full suspension rig. Oh, I do love it. Look how sick it is.
So sick.
Don't like it? Let's find a better one. Daryl's not a fan, which means I won. Yes! Oh my god, it feels dope! This bike feels so sick. You can just hang on.
It gets hard at the end.
Yeah, it gets fast. Loam tracks are the best. I think Daryl's enjoying it.
Yeah, they're good fun. You can spray some stuff at your mate behind you, which is always good fun.
Not the longest, but definitely the best. And they adapt, they constantly change, so it makes you a more adaptive rider as the track changes with you. Also, these grips are the softest thing that I've ever put inside my hand and wrapped my hand around by far. They're very comfy. Yes! Daryl's found a disgusting gap. Well, you described it as disgusting. This stump, which looks pretty unrideable, jump off that, past this track and land on that like flat area. Emphasis on flat. Then jump the next track. So use this as a lily pad. It's also worth mentioning the brakes I've taken off my bike, the top Aaron Gwyn signature whatever brakes, I've given them to Brink. They're giving them a full bleed, a full service, and they're giving them away over on their Instagram. So you have to follow them and you have to comment on their latest video of me, then you can win some pretty sick brakes, but I'm way more happy with my new ones. Back to this death gap. You actually want me to follow you? Yeah. I'm scared.
Oh my god!
We've got another 2 meters to go at least.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I don't want to do it. Whoa! Yo!
That was gnarly, eh? Oh. Yes, mate! Whoa!
Yes, dude. Yeah. You have to drag your pedals around here. It's like on the pit bike when the foot pegs drag, only on real bikes. I said this was going to be a day of hardtails, and it's true because we're going to go and change bikes to our dirt jump bikes. We're going to go to Corby Skatepark. So yeah, the day continues. So if you're thinking of going and making a cup of tea or switching over to Love Island, no, there's more fun to be had for everyone involved. So here's some more shots of this amazing bike with some romantic hardtail music. We're off to Corby. I told you today would be full of hardtails, and it was sick. We rode proper loam tracks on the hardtail that was supposed to be the greatest bike I've ever built, and it still is, but I just have neglected it, and now it's back on the channel, which is sick. We rode Corby, which is always a treat. It was actually quite a progressive session with Daryl because we've got our seasons coming up, so good day. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one, legends.